Hello. Welcome to the Whole Woman Journey with Amanda Brothers. Have you ever judged someone by the behaviors that you saw them presenting? We all do. I want to give you a little different spin on behaviors. I learned when I was in my career field that behaviors are communication. When people are presenting different behaviors, it's communicating something to us, and we should not stand in judgment. Those behaviors are saying there's a pain, there's a trigger, there's a stimulus, there is something going on, there's an unmet need, and I need these needs met. There's something that happened to me, and I don't know how to deal with that. And my body has learned that this is the way that I respond. My nervous system has learned to protect me. So the next time you see someone, and the first thing you want to do is judge them by the behaviors that they're presenting, think about that. There's an unmet need, there's a trigger, there's a stimulus, there's something going on where their body has learned how to protect them. And so this is the only way that they know how to react in certain situations. When I was in my career field, I worked with people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. And so we had to help these individuals to create the life that they want to live. We had to find the resources that they needed. We had to help them to overcome the challenges that they were facing in their lives. I also trained on my job. I was a MANT trainer. And in that MANT training, I trained along with my co-leaders, staff, how to work with people and what we need to look for when we are working with someone that is going into crisis or that may go into crisis. And so we had this crisis cycle. And the first thing it taught us is that everyone has a baseline, that there is a natural baseline of what you're like when there's no issues, there's no stimulus, there's no trigger, there's nothing going on with you. This is the place where you're actually you're comfortable, you're in your setting, there is nothing going on. This is your normal. But then something happens, whether it was a setting event where something happened before you got to the place where you are now, and you're presenting these behaviors or this communication, or there was a trigger in the setting that you're actually in. So it caused you to respond or react a certain way. And so you go into the stimulus or trigger phase because you're not your normal. Somebody notices that you're not your normal. And for us, as the person that was with that person or the leader, we had to help to get them back to their baseline. If we didn't get them back to their baseline from that place, they continue to go up that crisis cycle. There was the escalation phase. There was escalation phase 1, escalation phase 2, and then they get to the crisis cycle. And so once they get to that crisis cycle, every sense of reasoning, everything disappears. They can't communicate with you. They don't listen to reason. You can't do anything to get them to where they need to be. So at this phase, you have to recognize also that they're not the only one in crisis. You, as the person that is with them, you have to recognize that you also are escalating because of what's going on in the room. And so you may get to crisis cycle as well. But once they get to that crisis cycle, then we start the de-escalation phase. But at that crisis cycle, you are just there. You're just there to protect. You do the least amount of interaction with them necessary to keep them safe. And then you have to start to bring them back down to that baseline again. So you have to start the de-escalation phase. And then there's the stabilization phase. And then there is the post-crisis drain phase. And so at this phase, they're slowly getting back to their baseline. So behaviors, when you see people that are exhibiting certain behaviors, just know that these individuals are communicating something to you. Never judge anybody based on behaviors, based on what they're doing. Don't ask what's wrong with you. Ask what happened to you. It keeps you from making them feel like they're the cause. They're the reason that they're in this state. Like you're the problem. We don't want to make anybody feel like they're the problem. Have you heard of the Maslow hierarchy of needs? In Maslow hierarchy of needs, there's this triangle. And at the very base of it is basic human needs. Basic human needs. So when your basic human needs are met, you're fine. You're having these needs met. But if they're not met, then there's going to be an issue. Then there's the safety and security stage. Everybody wants to feel safe and secure. And then you're at the healthy relationship stage. Then there's the achievement stage. And then there's the self-actualization stage. Everyone wants to get to that self-actualization stage. The self-actualization stage is where you're doing whatever it is that you enjoy doing just for the sheer joy and fun of it. And so when our nervous system is dysregulated, when our nervous system has learned how to protect us, a lot of times we can't get to that place where we're self-actualizing, where we're doing things just for the fun of doing them, just because we enjoy doing them. If you want to get back to that place, you have to start stepping back, examining yourself, examining what's going on in your body. We are triune beings. We are body, soul, and spirit. We most often take care of the body, this physical body. We'll dress it up, we'll clean it up, we'll make it up, we'll put on that fake smile, knowing that there's something on the inside of us that's going on that's not quite right. But we look the part, but we're holding on to stuff where the inside is not okay. So we need to take care of those basic needs. And that need is looking deeper and healing the wounds that are on the inside. If you're a woman and you're struggling to find that place where you can feel safe, you can feel seen, you can be heard, then schedule a call with me, a heart unlock call with me at bit.ly heart unlocked call. Bit.ly heart unlocked call. That's bit.ly /heart unlocked call, so that we can get you on track to resetting, healing, and rebuilding your life. If you know someone that this may help, please share. Please click the subscribe button below so that you can keep track of whenever I drop a new segment. Help me to grow this channel and reach the women that need to hear what I have to share with them. Again, thank you for joining the Whole Woman Journey with Amanda Brothers.